Okay, so today I'm going to be expanding on one of my previous how-to videos that I've done. Last time I did a simple anime or cartoon wolf standing. I am going to be doing a profile version of one sitting down. So I'm not an entirely great expert at this, but we will start. I also want to let you know my style has changed dramatically since the 6 months I made that video. But it seems to be pretty popular, so I'll make another one. So we're going to start with the same 3 circles. You're going to want to make a line, and this is going to be the spine. And you're going to want to make it something like that. Again, I'm using MS Paint like before. Alright, and you're going to want to make the front where it's facing and where the eye level is, and it's a profile, so it's not going to be too difficult. So we're going to start with the head, like this. I'm going to slant it down. Alright, good. I'm going to go with that. Make the nose. And then we're going to do the ears. Yeah. Alright. Alright, you're going to just kind of fluff it out. And I'm going to do hair, but I can also show you how to... Alright, this is not right. There. That's good. Okay, so we're going to do hair. Not like that, though, because that is not good. Not really good. Right. There we go. Again, for females, you're going to make it a little longer, or if you don't want to, you can always extend it a little bit more, or you can just fluff it out here and keep it there, but either way it works. And then, again, if you don't want hair, you can simply just kind of extend like this. But, I don't know. Okay, so again, I'm going to go with the neck, and you're going to fluff it up one way, and then you're going to fluff it up the other way and just go with the neck there. Now this is where I add the chest, and you're going to make it drop a little bit, and then go and kind of, I like to call it the beer belly, but it's not a beer belly, that's just kind of how it all sits. And then for the chest, you're going to go like that, kind of fluff it up. I want to show you a nifty little trick I figured out recently. We're going to go here, and see, this is the shoulder. You're probably going to end up adjusting your body like I will be in just a few seconds. But this is the shoulder. Like this. And a nifty little trick, if you want to make it look buffer, your character, just add this little hook right here, and he or she will look more muscled. So you can do that. But for today, we're not going to do that. Alright, you're going to want to kind of put this here. And you can always, again, if you want to make it look skinnier or younger, you can kind of go like that, which will make it give it a different feel to it. Then you're going to want to bring this down. Alright, I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. If you overdo something, you can always just do the select tool and make it shorter or longer or whatever you need. So we're going to go with this, and I'm of course going to have to move this to down here, because I always do that, even on scratch paper. That's how I always do it. Then we're going to move with the paws and do a sort of hill shape, and we'll come back to those later. When sitting, you can either put the paws right next to each other like this, or another way, which can be a little difficult to draw at first, is to where they're apart, like so. We're going to go with that for now. Alright, and then for the back legs, which is the very difficult part, we're going to do the back first, though. Not like that, like this. Alright, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these stray lines. Sometimes you'll even have to just completely reposition the circle. And you're going to want to bring it a little closer in. Like this. You probably don't want it too close, but for now this will probably do. Alright, we're gonna go slant it a little bit like this. You can add a little bit of fluff at the end. I always do that. Then we're going to start with the legs, and you're going to start with an even line, kind of like this. And then you're going to go up a little bit, down. And something that might help is taking a line and drawing it like this, except make it thinner. Like that. It'll kind of help show where the ground lines are. Like, we're going to make another one for this foot, so we know where to put the other one. Alright. And then we're going to start with this again. Okay. Right. And you're going to want to put this, you're going to pretty much go from here, go in, kind of go up a little bit, but not much. And then you're going to go here and then make your little hill for this. And then just go back, and there you go. And now we take fur from here and we bring it down and bring it like this. You're not going to see much of the other foot in this one because it's a side view, and so you can just kind of hook it like this. Or if you want, don't do this. It's not really, you can do that sometimes, but at this angle you probably don't want to, because you're not going to see this foot right here above this one unless you bring this foot up like this, but we're not going to do that. Alright, now if you have an extreme difficulty with placing this back leg, or you just think it looks not great, here's a trick. Take the tail, bring it like that. You won't even see this leg. You'll see a bit of the foot, and you'll see part of that leg, so it's there. But if you it honestly doesn't place like that most of the time. I'm going to place it here so you can see. Alright, and so we have this, and then prior to the last example I gave you, you are going to fluff on top of the tail here, and underneath a little bit, not so much because it's supposed to be on the ground. Alright, now we're going to go to the face. Alright, we have our guideline here, here, and here. I'm going to want to place it right about there. Alright, so we have that. You can go with that. Now we're going to go the paws. Alright, I found an easier way to do paws since the last time I showed an example. You're going to start with the middle toe right here with just a simple, that shape. And then you're going to make this toe a little smaller, and then make it the same for this one. And you're going to go here, and you're going to round it. Now here's a choice. You can put it here, you can put the fourth toe here, or what I usually do is put the fourth toe over here. And it really honestly depends on what you want, because this kind of makes it turn more and open to the audience, which can sometimes depend on what you're doing or what your character is doing. If you do that, you may want to think about making this one a little smaller, because then it's the outside toe. So we'll have that. And when we put the black line on it, you'll be able to see it a little better. Now we're going to go for this one. Now this one, I'm going to explicitly say you should do it this way. Well, this sort of way. You're going to start with taking a line from here up and over and round it a bit. And then you're going to take a smaller one and round and over, and that's all. You can add an extra one here if you want, you don't have to. And then another thing, you want to define the fifth pad right here. If you look, all dogs, or most dogs, have their fifth toe is right here, and they can't use it, but their fifth toe is right there, and they don't have it on their back leg unless it's specifically made for that breed, or it has some sort of wolf or something in it. Same way about how wolves have a dew claw on their back legs, and I didn't know that, so there's that. Now, speaking of dew claw, we're going to put the dew claw right here, and you're simply going to just kind of put a little claw. Now, if you don't have claws on this one, which I'm not going to put on this video because it's in the other video, then don't put the claw there. Alright, now we're going to move to the back legs, and the back legs are going to be drawn similarly to this one. You're going to go from here and up and round it, and you're going to go from here and round it, and then you're going to show this back one right here. Alright, now we're going to black line it. Alright, we're going to take the zoom. Now, I've seen several different ways that you can do this. You can do the line and bring it up. But for this version of Paint that I have, which I got from Windows 7, that takes forever and is filled with error, so I'm just going to outline it here. Okay, well now that we have this all in black line, we have a slight problem. We have a bunch of red lines. So there are two ways you can handle this. One, and it doesn't always work, is that you simply pick the eraser and then you right click and just hold the right click and have whatever color you want appear and right click it and it erases only that color. Now, I can tell you this, it does not always work, okay? And if that's the case, then there's another thing that you can do, and I'll show you that in just a moment. I'm going to get rid of all of these. Stray marks. And then we're going to work, and then I'm going to show you. What you can do is I would start on the outside and work your way in. You completely fill it with whatever color you used, and then right click and it's gone. And then you can do that from the inside and so on, and do that. And that's how you draw a wolf in the sitting position.